Wrap me up, send it off. Ooh, I can get enough. No, he can wait to tell me to call me to me. Bring it back together and say, oh, I never thought that I could love this hard. Ooh, I can get enough, baby. All the dreams, all the dreams of my life. All the feels of my
now.
Yeah, nice.
So
Guess that number's about
you guys do that, so they say, like, yeah, and I'm not.
I deleted it. I don't. Yeah, I deleted it.
Now,
Or is it done already?
people that I talk to. So it's like, oh,
Get their. My clients.
but like, I wasn't under a hundred, like, and I was like, yeah.
And then I ended up having.
Filter out.
What is the thing that like.
Doubts around about usually hides behind a cigarette. She doesn't like want it to try. Oh, I don't know what happened. Wow. Rolling so fast, always lighting up her skin. She's lost cause they need to go. I know regrets all that she really wants. I'm like, only getting enough, baby. Now I'm thinking about you, baby. Does it ever drive you crazy? Just satisfied changes everything that you do. Disappearing when you wake up. It's a big afraid of even when changes. Me and you. Changes into something redder. Her mother doesn't like that kind of dress. Reminds her of the missing piece of innocence she lost.
It's only like. How's your 75 hard? It's really good. I was curious about it.
Don't let nobody touch you.
The hardest thing I've had with
Somebody's
it.
living. I got you, baby.
Yeah.
Give your heart to the California day. Won't play no part. Gotta be right. We all got shots. You make a phone. That's right.
Hello, friends. How are you? It's Tuesday, team meeting Tuesday at 11:30. We're gonna get started. I know people will still be coming in because we have a couple of meetings happening throughout the office right now. So, but it's good to see all of your smiling faces on this beautiful Tuesday in July. Hi, everybody online. Good to see you all. All right, let's get the team meeting started off on the right foot, and that is with some gratitude. Let's make sure that we can fill some buckets and show some gratitude. Who's got a bucket they want to fill or some gratitude they want to share?
I have a bucket fill for
Uh-huh.
Randy from Title Fusion.
Yes.
I had some clients that had a closing last week in Mound, and they were being a little high maintenance and didn't want to drive all the way to Apple Valley. So instead, Randy hopped in his car and drove all the way to Mound to do the closing at their new home.
Yes.
And I just appreciate that so very much.
Yeah. He is
Above and beyond.
phenomenal. Yeah, for sure. Awesome. All right, who else? Who has a bucket that they want to fill?
So James,
Brian, go ahead.
yeah, I really appreciate him putting together that smart plan for all of us.
And, yeah, it just made it so easy. And I've had, it's enabled me to reconnect with a lot of people. I think I've talked to 60 or 70 people since yesterday afternoon. Just by implementing the plan that he put together and by just reaching out and calling my people to remind them.
That is awesome. Yeah, for those of you who don't know or are not participating, several of our agents are doing the giveaway this afternoon that we're going to talk about in a couple of minutes. And Jay put together an entire smart plan for all of them to be able to reach out to their database. Congratulations, Brian. 60 or 70
Thank you.
in a day is, I'm excited to hear about that future business that's going to be filling up your pipeline. So congratulations and thank you, Jay. Awesome. Okay, one more gratitude. Power of three.
I have one.
Yes, Mr. Foss.
Hello. Okay, so David, I'm gonna butcher the last name. Is it Wiesbrick or Wiesbrick?
Uh-huh.
Great. He helped me out with some showings in Maple Grove a couple weeks ago. And not only did he do that, but he gave me just play-by-play updates and was so kind and just such a pro. So grateful for his willingness to do that when I couldn't be there.
That's awesome. Thank you, David. I know that he's on, and I've heard that from other people that he's done great jobs at showing homes for them. So thank you and congratulations. All right, let's do a huge shout out and welcome to Joy and Jeremy. One huge clap. Woo-hoo! Joy, tell us a little bit about you. And then Jeremy, if you're on, just share with us a little bit about you. We'll start with Joy. Go ahead.
Well, I am currently, my profession is that I'm a teacher. I work at an elementary school. So I'm my daughter and I decided to do this as a team. And Lali, I'm not sure if she's online right now or not, but we're doing it together, and I'm excited to be starting something new, trying to get it going in the summer a little bit before
School
work starts. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Welcome to Joy and Sitlali. Sitlali will get you onto the next slide. But we're excited to have both of you joining us, and we have great teachers that are here. So we'll connect you with them so that you can learn from them. How do they balance it? What does it look like, etc. So big, huge welcome. Jeremy, tell us a little bit about you.
Good morning, everyone. Just wanted to hop into the call. I couldn't get there in person today, but excited to be part of the team. Just filed for my license July 1st, and so I should be back fairly soon, and still trying to navigate what's going to look like in the future for that, but I'm really excited to get it going, at some point in time this year. So work at US Bank currently as a branch manager, and just wanted to be in a career that I can be more of a self-producer again and just kind of work for myself and create my own legacy, for myself and my family and everything like that. So I'm excited to be part of the group. So
excited to welcome you. Congratulations and thank you guys for choosing to partner with us. We're excited to have you. Let's talk about what's happening in the Market Center. What is coming up in the Market Center here? We've got sorry, everyone. We've got a field trip happening. We're going to go measure a house. Hannah, do you want to share with us what we're doing?
Yeah, so if you were with us last year, we did the same thing. Borna Albus, he's like got a I don't really know what his job title is, but he like measures homes for a living, and it's great. So last year he went on a field trip with our agents and just showed them like exactly how to do it for our agents to know how to do it. We got really good feedback, so we're doing it again this year on July 15th at 12 p.m. It's on a Tuesday. It'll be right after PC. So join us for that. If you scan the QR code, it'll have you do like a sign up, and then I will text you the address once you sign up. I think we currently have like 15 or 20 people signed up, so it's gonna be really good. So yeah, if you want to do it, scan the QR code, fill out the form, and I'll send you the address.
Fantastic. And for all of the agents that are interested in hearing from Gary Keller, that should be everybody. He is going to be putting together 2 times in which he's going to teach the List to Last class. It is the founding class that all of these other internet people have built all of their trainings on. So if you have anything that comes across your email from anyone that says how to take a listing every 3 days, how to make sure that you get your listings priced appropriately to sell, how to make sure that they are shown effectively to attract the most eyes, what can you do to fill up your database with listings so that you always have transactions coming in at all times? All of those courses were written from Gary Keller's foundational courses, List to Last. So if you are available and can attend, we will be doing it here in the Market Center.
Yep, we'll live stream it in the Market Center and then in Command and Connect. If you need to join virtually, there will be links in Command. As of this morning, there still weren't any live stream links, but they will be coming.
Yes. So there's going to be 2 times that you can take this class, and then coming in September, we will have a contest. That's going to
To the same one. Okay.
Yes, it's going to be a repeat.
They did say that they may cover some slightly different topics in the second one.
Okay.
Knowing Gary, he will. Yeah, he kind of marches to his own drum. And the agenda is primarily going to be the same.
Brian had his hand raised online. Brian, did you have something for us?
Brian Mulvihill
You
did?
mentioned it, yeah, the question got answered. I was curious if it was the same class both days or not, so, thank you.
Awesome, fantastic. And then again, one more class that we are having on July 24th, Quantum Leap. Quantum Leap is a class that is how to take your business into the next quantum leap. Does anybody know what quantum means? Tom Reichenbach. Small steps that are, and yet it sounds really big, doesn't it? Quantum, it sounds like this huge leap. And the small steps that you take are going to allow for you to have huge leaps in the results that you achieve by taking these steps. So Jen and her husband JP are going to be teaching this class. They are exceptional individuals and they are amazingly wise. They will be able to fill your bucket. You will walk out of there with successful habits that have been implemented into top performers' businesses that you too can implement into your business. So I highly suggest if you're able to attend with us, we will be up at Maple Grove. You can scan the QR code or reach out to Hannah for more information. All right. We are going to do a boat cruise. Woo-hoo! So, how many in the room were with us at the last boat cruise? Wasn't it so much fun? We literally go into the St. Croix River, we eat food, and we just go up and down the river. It's so much fun. So please join us. We are going to have a great time. All of the information is coming soon.
It's actually, if you scan the QR code, all the info's there.
Perfect. QR codes.
So you'll want to RSVP for that. You can bring a +1. If you could please RSVP by July 25th for food numbers, that would be great. And any other questions that you have, reach out to me.
Yeah, it's a fun time, guys. Is it the Andiamo? Is that the one we go on?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we pull right out from St. Croix, like down in Stillwater. And we just go up and down. Super fun. All right. The Toms, come on down and give us an update, mortgage update. And then we're
It's less of a mortgage update and more of the Yeti cooler reverse bold update. Sorry about all the emails that you've all received, but we have had a tremendous response from this. People are sending out emails, posting, and today between 1 and 4 is when the actual contest happens. So make sure that you're using the link that you can send that link directly to your customer, have them fill it out to become part of it, or you can create your own list and then fill out the link for each one of your customers. You can send that, but you could text that to them, you could email it to them, or you could call and gather their information and then enter it in. But we're pretty excited about it. We should be doing the drawing at 4 o'clock today and giving away the 3 coolers on that's coming from you guys.
So excited.
Yeah.
How many are participating in it that are in the room and online? Jay, do we know how many do we have? Like the last time I checked, it was like 25 or more.
26.
I think it's like 27.
Okay, okay. And the 27 people, so guys, be ready, because your people are gonna start calling you to be put into the drawing. And so a huge shout out to the Toms for bringing this to us and allowing for our agents to tap into their databases. And like Brian Mulvihill just said, he's talked to 60 or 70 people in the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
I promise you, if you just have conversations with your database, you will see your pipeline get full. We're going to talk about that in just a couple of minutes. And this is one way at no cost to you that's going to allow for you to generate those conversations, deepen the relationships, and receive referrals.
So if you're not doing it this go around, we're going to be doing it again in the fall. I'm not sure what the prize is going to be, but we'll be doing it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right. Let's sell some properties. Guys, who has listings that are coming soon, not on the MLS yet, that you want to make sure that you can sell withheld today? Robert Stewart.
Actually, I just wanted to call out that the last time we did this, it resulted in a sale.
Oh.
Taylor Calais, said he had a property in Egan.
Yeah.
My client bought it. It's under contract. It's through the inspection. We're done.
Oh, good.
So this kind of networking works.
It's so good. It's so important for your clients, and it makes it so much easier when you can work with somebody cool on the other end of the phone. Not saying that there's not cool agents out there. There are. There are very cool agents out there. We're just cooler, that's all. No, I'm teasing. Okay, so who has a listing that you want to sell? Robert Stewart.
Hastings, single family, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage. Comes on later this week, 325. And then in Apple Valley, I've got a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 4-car garage on a half acre coming up for 500,000. Oh, you wait, the details are sketchy. It's okay. It's a split level home that has like apartment in the bottom, and there's a garage around back. So there's a 2-car back there, a 2-car in the house. It's special.
It has lots of character.
It has all kinds of character.
That's good. That's good. Awesome. Anybody else? Listings coming soon or withheld?
I have one up here. Okay, so Savage, 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-stall garage, coming July 15th. It's a 1-story, super cute corner lot, fenced in backyard, great pride of ownership. I don't think it will last. It is low 4s. We're still solidifying that. So
Okay.
they close on their new construction August 29th.
And where was that located again, Krista?
Savage.
Savage. Okay. So if you have buyers that want a really cute home in Savage and they want to close in August 29th, sweeten the deal, sweeten that
Yep.
up. Yep. Awesome. All right. Anybody else? Jeff Carlson.
I have a 5-bedroom, 4-bath, in Apple Valley. It's just north of us here, about 1.5 miles straight. And that should go up next, 575
Okay.
next week, next Thursday.
Awesome. Private lot.
Yes, private lot, not far from
Let's
where you were.
Yeah,
Okay.
We're going to sell a house. Yay. Okay. Anybody else? Oh, somebody I see. Oh, Tom. I can't read it though. I'm sorry. I'm old.
Oh, Apple Valley Townhome 332, 280-ish.
Okay. Is it 1 level? Bedrooms on the main level, please? Tom, does it have bedrooms on the main level and is it a 1 level?
Beds on upper.
Ah, shoot. Okay. Okay, anybody else on the listing side? Before we hop into the buyer side? All right, who's got a buyer that you've shown them everything on the MLS, you cannot find them a home, and you really want to sell a house to them today? Robert Stewart.
I have the cutest old couple moving here from Grand Forks. They're retired real estate attorneys. They're looking in Apple Valley, Rosemount, Egan for a single family up to 500,000. They're paying cash. They want main level laundry,
Does it need to be a single family or a townhome?
single family.
Single family,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. The reason that we do this is if you do not have a listing and you work these neighborhoods, this is a great opportunity for you to door knock. Circle prospect. Because you do have a buyer in your brokerage that is looking for something in this neighborhood that fits this description. So go for it. Okay, who else? Ben Mains.
Hastings Townhome, 2-bedroom plus 1 level, everything in Hastings needs to be a townhome. And then a house on a golf course in Red Wing. Just needs to be a house on a golf course.
Perfect. House on a golf course in Red Wing. I have an agent.
Usually under 450.
Yeah. I might have an agent that you can contact that is in there. Literally like in there. Yeah. All right,
I
Darcy.
still have my buyer looking for single family, 200,000 fixer upper is fine. And less than like 700 square feet is fine. Just looking for a tiny house for him, his dog and his motorcycle. So
Was there a specific location that he was looking for?
within 40 minutes of the cities.
Just not in the
Yeah,
city?
he's okay with being in the city. He just would prefer quiet. So like not on like a busy
Sure.
corner or.
I was gonna say, if you looked at Boston Field there,
Where?
it's a tiny little neighborhood in South Minneapolis, just north of the,
We've looked at
west of the
everything on the
VA.
MLS, everything.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
They have a lot of those.
We've looked at houses that have memorials on the front step. We've. looked at
Yeah.
everything.
That neighborhood was built for traveling nurses at the VA, so they're all very small houses. Yeah.
We'll keep an eye on it.
That's a great opportunity for you to take a look at an off-market property. All right, anybody else? Oh, hi,
Hi.
Meister.
I have a buyer. I feel like we've looked at properties for the last couple of weeks. They want to close like end of July, early August, but they are looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. They want at least 1 bedroom upstairs and 1 downstairs because they both work, or sorry, 2 upstairs and 1 downstairs because they both work from home. So they want to be separate in the house. And then they're cookers. So they want like not a little tiny galley kitchen, but just a little bit more counter space. And yeah, they're in the like, New Hope, Crystal, Plymouth area.
They consider Hastings.
Oh, no more than 450.
Would they consider Hastings somebody else?
No, they wouldn't. They're really particular about that area because they live there right now and they love it. So.
Okay, all right.
We have one here.
Yes, okay.
I have a new one, Champlin, 5 bedrooms or more, 3+ bed or bathrooms, 3+ car garage, 650-ish, please. They just came my way and it's gonna be a good one. And then I also have my Montemita people that I'm still begging for, 800,000 or less, 4+ bedrooms. Anybody. We've seen everything on the market.
Would they do new construction?
I know.
Okay. All right. I had something, but I don't have it anymore. So.
Did you say no?
Okay.
Have a buyer looking for 4-bedroom, 3-bath, has to be in Rosemount, Apple Valley, Lakeville, and Egan.
Okay.
And they don't want to pass 500,000 and has to be built after 2017.
After 2017.
Yeah.
Then, can they have character in it? Sure.
They have to have, I showed them some slabs, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, but they want to have a basement.
Okay. Well, might have that. We might have that. I'm not sure, Jeremy. And that's what they want. Newer build, maybe. All right. Anybody else? Buyer, listing, going once, going twice?
Jen,
Yes.
Jen, I
Yeah.
have a buyer with a limited budget, top end 250. They need a fenced-in backyard closer to a VA hospital, so we've been looking primarily in the St. Cloud area. But we need a fenced-in backyard, bedrooms on the main level. It'll be a cash buyer, but we're having a difficult time. Something they don't want to do much work on the house.
Okay. All right. I'm thinking Kat's on. Okie dokie. Going once, going twice, then we're done.
I've got one here. Can you hear
Yeah.
me? Hi.
Hi.
Hudson area. So, that sort of area, maybe 10 miles from Hudson. 750, 2+ acres, preferably Rambler and a little bit newer. If anyone has anything.
Okay. I'm looking at our Wisconsin folks and they're all like thinking.
Okay.
All
Thank you.
Okay, dokie. Here we go. All right. We got some things happening. We just have to put them together. We got to find a match. We got to make it fit, right? So we're in July. Is everybody out on the boat? Like in your brain right now? Are you on the boat? It's okay if you are. No. Okay. Robert's like, no, I'm working. I'm literally on my phone right now working. Here's what I really want to, what's the word? Emphasize. I very much want to emphasize this because in the middle of summer, oftentimes we see this, we only have like 3 days of really nice weather in this state, so you take advantage of it and you get outside. I want you to do that. I want you to be with your family. And what would it feel like if while you were on the boat, you got a ping from somebody on your phone in command that says, hey, I'd like to go take a look at this house because I really am ready right now. You've been in touch with this person. It's been a while, and yet you've been in touch with this person in your database systematically. Wouldn't that feel great if you were on the boat with your family and your business was still operating? That's what I want to talk about today. How do we make that work? What does that look like? How do we help our peaks and our valleys become less prominent in our business so that we have the consistency in our income to allow for us to be more present on the boat with our family? Instead of having a guilt complex when you're with your family because you're not working, and then when you're working, you have the guilt complex because you just left your family out on the boat. Maybe that was just me. And I'm curious that might actually be what some people go through in the summer. Yes? So could we, for a minute, take all of that off of the table and say, if there was a way in which we could actually make both of them work really well together, wouldn't we do it? Yes? Yes. Okay. So we're going to talk about that for a few minutes, and then Jay's going to come up at the end and show you how to do it very easily within Command. So, you ready? What's your plan? What's your plan for the last half of the year? Have you achieved your goal year to date? Are y'all on track to achieve your goal? Do you know what your gap is if you aren't on track? And have you done a reset inside of yourself in your goal setting if you're not on track? These are the questions, and don't you just love the fact that we're having continual construction on our building? I know that you all don't maybe know it because you're not here every day, all day, and I'm telling you, it's fascinating. It is so much fun. When you look outside and you see a man standing there. It's weird. It's weird on the 3rd story. I'm just saying. Anyway, sorry, squirrel. For those of you online, you don't hear, but there's this constant that's happening right now. Okay. So what's your plan for the last half of 2025? You get to own that. And then when you have the plan, you just implement it. It doesn't have any emotion with it. Right? We don't. What's that saying that says, plan your work and then work your plan? Just plan your work and then work your plan. That's it. And then the results will show up. So, would you like to earn $500,000 a year with your 36 Touch program in place? Sure. If you think about your business, and we talk about this a lot, at every level of your business, brand new or a multi-million-dollar producer, your business should be like a stool, meaning you should have 3 legs in your business that is providing you leads at all times. One of those legs should always be your database, your sphere.
What if your sphere was on a program that kept you in touch with them relationally? Ooh, big word. Relationally, so that when you actually spoke with them, you were already in community with them. What would it feel like if your phone was ringing with them calling you and asking you to help them instead of you calling them to see if you can help them? This is what that system does. And that is why we are so passionate about ensuring you have one that's operating at a high level for your people, so that you can be the fiduciary, the advocate, and the relational realtor that you should be with your people. So, what is a 36 touch and why is it important? Sounds elementary, yes? Except that Gary always says, get back to the basics. And here's the truth. Ready? I'm gonna wrap this with a lot of love. Many of our seasoned agents that have been doing this a long time, y'all have gotten lazy. And I love you with every ounce of my heart. Don't give me that look, Corey Kokendorfer. Y'all have gotten lazy in the implementation of systems. Y'all have gone crazy on being reactionary. And then I get to sit with you and you tell me things like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. I'm so burned out. I am running like a crazy person. And I get it. I get it. Yet, if we can just take the energy and put it into a cadence, then we don't have to reinvent it every single time. We can be less reactionary and we can be more proactive. Systems will help us do that because people are not. People are very reactionary. So you have to have bandwidth to deal with the crazy. And if you don't have the bandwidth to deal with the crazy because you're dealing with the systems, you aren't present for your people. And then they go choose Sally from Remax.
Sally.
Sally. Okay.
Not again.
Okay. So, okay, now that the energy is all like, I know you don't like me, and let's bring it back up. So you can build a predictable business that produces consistent results. Words in this sentence, typically for agents, the word predictable and the word consistent are not two words that actually live in our hearts often as realtors. So you need a system that is predictable and consistent to allow you to be chaotic, crazy, and absolutely magnetic. Does this make sense?
Does.
Wrap your arms around the boring. Keely's doing 75 hard, right? You're doing 75 hard right now. You have consistency in it. Is it boring? Is it repetitive?
Yeah, but it's not boring.
Tell me about that. When you say it's not boring, what is it that's not boring about it?
Because, well, it's a mindset challenge. It's a physical challenge. I can see results. Other people have told me they can see results, and it's motivating to keep it going.
What did y'all just hear? What did you hear her say that makes it not boring? Results. You're seeing results. You're feeling results inside, and people are now noticing results. When you have a predictable, systematic process that you go through, you will start to feel the results happening, and then people are going to notice, and then they're going to call you and reach out to you. You first, though, have to have the cadence of the one workout in the morning or inside, the one workout outside, making sure you don't have sugar and eating what you need to fuel your body with, right? All of those things nobody sees. Those things in themselves do not provide results. Altogether, though, in the consistency with cadence provides results. Purposeful marketing will eliminate those peaks and valleys. I know we all have seasonality in Minnesota. They always say it, right? And we can eliminate and reduce those high peaks and valleys in your business. And did you know that the millionaire real estate agent that actually is making $1 million, 70% or more of their business comes from repeat and referral? How? How is that possible? The only way that that's possible is they have a database that's feeding them. The only way that they have a database that's feeding them is they have implemented systems into their database such that those people have become so relationally in community with them, they wouldn't think of referring business to somebody else. So when they think of real estate, they think of you. So if you don't start talking to your database, Sally will. Sally.
Thanks, Sally.
Is there a song that has Sally in it?
Mustang Sally.
Mustang Sally. Okay, so if we only show up at the top of this diagram when people are ready to make a sale, you are ShamWow. You are a ShamWow salesperson. You are disingenuous. You are not in it to win it in the relational side of them. So if we only show up here and then we evaporate into thin air and never stay in touch with them, it's just it's not who we are at heart. It's not who any of you are. It's not who I am either. And it shows up that way though. So what does the math look like? Okay. Here's what I want you to do. Get out your phones. Everybody get out your phones as if you don't have them already. If you have an iPhone, go to contacts, scroll all the way to the bottom. All the way to the bottom. Do this. Oh, I'm going to do something and then Hannah's going to yell at me.
What are you gonna do?
I was going to hide it. I don't know if I can. We're just going to keep. Okay. Scrolling all the way to the bottom. Just start. If you have an Android, sorry, that was like 2 sentences merged into one. I don't know how to do it in an Android. So if somebody has
I'll look it up.
if somebody has an Android, if you can tell me, like, how do you find your contact count in an Android? But for your iPhone people, somebody starts screaming out to me a number.
500.
500.
We're
Do you have 500 even?
I have a lot of agent. No, it's 502.
502. 502. Okay, who else?
790.
790.
At 1500.
1500. Oh, for Pete's sake.
1,600.
Ooh, Rick, do I hear 1,700? Okay, 1,600. Who else?
1100.
1,100.
245.
At that. Corey Kokendorfer, what was that number? 22. There is not that many people that like you. Yeah, I didn't say like, right? 2245. I adore you. I have to tell you something. Okay, anybody else? Can anybody else be 2245? Ola?
4,250.
4,250. Oh, this is so nice. 4,200. Okay, so we're going to find something in between 4,250 and 502. Let's use, you guys use your own numbers for this math sequence. Okay, use your own numbers. I'm going to choose to use 790, just because I'm gonna. Okay. Now we know inside the MREA, guys, for those of us that have read the MREA and studied the MREA, what is the ratio that Gary always says for every piece of business will give you this much? What's that ratio?
12 to 2. Is that what
Right.
it's
Yep.
going for?
12 to 2. I'm actually going to use a different number because with time, it has changed. And so right now, what we are saying is for every 10 contacts, you can expect one piece of business, a 10 to 1. It's the lowest common denominator. You could do 20 to 2, but whatever, 10 to 1. So what I want you to do is in your numbers, if it's 2,452 or if it's 790, I want you to jot down whatever that 10% is. $79 in mine. Somebody start shooting out some numbers to me. What's your number? 240?
127.
127.
Mine was 50. That was dumb.
52. Okay, now somebody with a really smart phone or a good brain, take this 79 and multiply this by 12,000.
94,800.
94,000 800.
Wait.
No.
948,000.
Okay, 948,000, what?
Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
zeros.
Okay. All right, so somebody scream out your number that you used on your database.
2,000,007.
What else? Shelley's the only one who did it.
2.694.
Anybody else? It's powerful when you do it.
Yeah, 1.8 million.
1.8. Okay. I implore you, I encourage you to do these numbers on your own. You don't have to say them out loud. And this is the potential income that lives in your phone right now. If you just stayed in touch with them. That's the potential income that lives in your phone. That's not even talking about the other two legs. This is just your phone.
And to be clear, when you say 10 to 1,
Yeah.
what you're saying is not 1 out of 10 in your phone is going to buy or sell, but one out of 10 in your phone may buy or sell, or they may give you a referral.
Yes.
There's multiple sources within that number.
So good, and thank you for that. Yes, because it's not necessarily you in my database that's actually going to move, because you might be the person that says, they're gonna have to cart me out in a casket. I'm never leaving. Yet, you know 4 other people that are considering making a move.
Yeah.
And I want to be the one that you would trust to refer those 4 people to, so that I can take really good care of them. This is the power of a database. The power of a database. Now, let's just look at this in a different way, in a different perspective. If you had this many people in your database that you had met and you had them on a plan, you could look at these possible transactions that can come from them, which would then generate, now this is the average sales price here, 482,000, and this is the average GCI here. So if you want to make that, that means you need to have that many people that are going to give you this many transactions from that crowd so that you can achieve this. It's pretty simple math. The challenge that we have is, do you have this many people in your database, and are you in community with them? Thoughts? What are y'all thinking right now?
Keep the database health score up.
Keep your database health score. Ooh, say that 3 times. Robert?
If you were going to call the people in your phone and begin this conversation, because we haven't called them, what would you say?
You want to role play this?
Yeah, tell me the guy on the phone.
Okay, you can call me. You can call me. No, I'm gonna call you.
You can call me.
Okay, I'll call you. You ready?
Yeah.
Ring-a-ling-a-ling.
Hello?
Hey, Robert, this is Jen Maines with KW. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing really well. I know it's been a super long time since the last we've spoken.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason that I'm calling today is because this afternoon, I am giving away a cooler because it's god awful hot right now. And I'm opening this up to the people that are in my database. And my question to you is, this summer, have you had the experience where you've been either out on the boat or with the family and you could use a Yeti cooler?
Well, yeah, you can always use more coolers.
Absolutely. Well, this is just as in appreciation to you and those like you in my database that has allowed for me to help as many people as I've helped this year. It's just a gift for me to be able to provide to you, and I'd love to put your name in the drawing. Would that be all right with you?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Fantastic. I just need a couple of things. I've got your name and I've got your cell phone number. What I don't have to make sure it's accurate is your current email address. Is it robert@thebestman.com?
Actually, it is.
Fantastic. And I've got your home address. Good Lord, I hope it's the same. 123 Smith Street in St. Paul.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Robert, I really appreciate it. I will let you know whether you've won or not And because I haven't been in touch with you, I'd love to just circle back once we get done with this drawing, reach out and ask if there's anything that you need from me.
Sounds good.
That's it.
Awesome.
Whoever's doing that.
The money train.
All in for their cooler.
Yes.
What we did in our group too, which was really it turned out really well, is we called, I'm still doing it, past clients, and instead of offering a cooler, which, you don't want to do a no cost, we did, hey, we're updating our vendor list. Do you have any referrals of somebody you've worked with that's a good painter, mechanic, whatever?
Yeah.
Really go well.
So smart. Always coming from value to them because they're gonna need a plumber. One day, they're gonna need an electrician. If you knew that everyone in your database could potentially provide you with $1,301 in GCI, would that make you look at your contacts differently? I know it's not about the money. Yes, it is. It's only about the money because of what the money can do. Because you can help a bunch of people with more money than you can without.
Get an amen.
I really, really want you to be able to do whatever it is that you want to do. Without the dollars, you can't do it. I can't support my kids in Chemway, Africa. I can't because I don't have the money to do it. Make the money and then you can use it for good. Okay. Now, how much more potential value could you receive? It's not just the 1,300, but how much more potential value could you receive? Because here's the deal. How many of you this year, no, let's just not say by a show of hands because we want to be nice. And has there been a client that you just wish you didn't actually work with this year? So what would it look like if you only worked with people that you thought were cool? How much more enjoyable would that be? Sorry. You can't fire your husband. That's not what we're talking about, Lisa. No, I'm teasing. All right, did you know that 91% of customers said that they will give you a referral? And yet only 11% of us ask for them. Why don't you ask for referrals, do you think? Why wouldn't we ask for a referral? What holds us back from doing it?
Not getting one.
Not getting one, so the rejection, fear of rejection. What else would hold us back?
That gives a bad one.
They would get, oh yeah, so
Bad
you have to
review,
work
like-
with crazies?
Yeah.
It's true. Lisa?
I think I just get so caught up in the transaction, I just don't think about it.
Yeah.
It's not like top of mind, and I'm like, this is all about you, so I don't wanna ask for referrals, because I don't wanna like go off, make them not feel as important. And it's a challenge, and even just asking for reviews. Building a system around asking for reviews,
Yeah.
and then if they don't respond right away, ask them again and again, because usually they say it takes, 4, 5, 6 times before they'll leave a review. Not because they don't want to, just because people are busy and they think they'll do it later and they don't.
Yep.
I think it's just that programming, you just make top of mind.
That's systematic, consistent. Yeah. So what I heard you say was, if you really want the transaction, you want the client to understand that it's all about them.
Yeah.
And how much you care about them.
Yeah.
And so by asking for a referral, it might feel like then it's not about them and it's about what you can get from them.
Yeah.
How can we change the mind? Does anybody else struggle with that? Yeah. How do we change the mindset around that? What's a way that you think we could change our mindset around that?
We just change the way we say it, because I think the way I say it out loud is not the way I mean it to come across, right? Because what you really mean is, I loved working with you. I would love to work with more people like you. I so appreciate it, right? So, and that is what we're asking.
Yeah.
Please don't send me your crazies.
Well, and when you provided them with such exceptional service like y'all do, they want to help you. People want to help you. And when somebody calls you and asks you for someone that you know that is an awesome landscaper, I'm just grabbing someone, but If you know of a landscaper that actually has done a great job for you, aren't you super excited to give that name to somebody else? And doesn't it make you feel like there's this little piece of you that's like, oh, yay, I get to help the landscaper and I get to help Bobby and Joan. You feel good about it. Humans want to help other humans. So when you have that feeling like, I don't want to feel like I'm trying to get anything from you, they want to help you. And when you can say things like, Lisa, I just want you to know how much I've enjoyed working with you. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be able to walk through this transaction with you. Usually what I find is people like you know other people like you. And I want to work with people like you. Do you know of anyone else that I can help? That's it. Ask for the referral. Who else can I help today? Who do you know in your world that has questions about the real estate market that I can help?
Same thing when you ask for reviews. I say, you're helping me to grow my business. So please help me grow my business.
Yeah.
And that way it doesn't come off so salesy.
Yeah. What I have found in just dealing with a lot of agents throughout the years is there's usually 3 things that hold us back from asking for referrals. Number 1, we don't want to feel like we're taking. Like we want to have this genuine come from contribution servant heart. Okay, that's the first one that I usually hear. The second one is they don't feel like they've done a very good job for the person because whatever, a ball dropped here or a ball dropped there and they just don't feel really good about it. And then the third thing is they don't want to look needy. They don't want to feel like they need anything. Yet when you open up that door for somebody to help you, they automatically reach out the hand to help you. They just do. We all need help in this business. So if you do not have the numbers that reflect right here in your database that you're in community with, how do you get there? Okay. Build it to 100 and then build it to 201. Jay is your guy. If you need help doing that, he can help you do that. Think outside the box. Remember when I always said in bold, we used to have this exercise that was called the yellow pages exercise? And everybody looks at me and laughs because nobody knows what the yellow pages are anymore. Yeah, it's just a way to start jogging your memory of an ABC format, right? You know, how many accountants do I know? How many bankers do I know? How many barbers do I know? How many catwalkers do I know? How many cooks do I know? Chefs do I know? Use this to jog your memory. And then people you've worked with in the past, you've been introduced to recently. If you have a farm, family, here's the thing with family. We love our families. Yes? Now, they may not choose to use you for various reasons. They don't want you to know their business. They don't want to have to deal with it at Christmas or Thanksgiving. They don't think that you actually are going to stick with this if you're new in the business or you've been doing the business for so long, they think you make so much money that they're not going to give you any business. Okay, family are weird themselves because we're all weird. And yet they will refer everybody to you. So friends, classmates, church, neighborhood, networking events. There's a bajillion ways. Here's what I think we miss. What about these people? Who are your allied resources? Who are your advocates and who are the people that would literally walk across the street to go grab somebody and say, go use Lisa anytime you have real estate needs. Do not use anyone else. Who are they? And are we loving on them? When's the last time you took one of your core advocates out for lunch? When's the last time you offered some connection with something that they needed? A window washer, a landscaper, I don't care, a CPA. Are you taking care of these people in a systematic and consistent way such that it's reciprocal, that they cannot think of anyone but in real estate but you? What about them? Start making a list. Do you have their phone number, their email address, their home address, and then tag them? Tags are so good inside of Command because you're not going to want to send, if you get a new person that installs fences and you send it out to your entire database. And the people in your database that live in a planned community condo development, it begins to be like white noise, right? It doesn't matter to them. They don't have a yard. They don't need a fence guy, right? So making sure that you have them tagged correctly can allow for you to be in deeper relationship with them. That's why the tags are important. Always add value, be a giver. Have you ever read the book? If you haven't read the book, here's a book that you should read. It's called Go Giver. Not Go Getter, Go Giver. And there's Go Giver for leaders. There's Go Giver for salespersons, Go Giver for parents, Go Giver. It's written by Bob Berg. He's an amazing author. Be a giver, always add value. Here, right here, are 19 things you could give to people. We're going to give you a copy of the slides so you'll have these. Here's a calendar. Set yourself up for systematic and consistent outreaches. Put it on autoplay. It's July, guys. We have 6 months left, right? July, August, September, October, November, December. We have 6 months left. The year is not over. Double check. If you say things with enough, whatever. Yes, here, it's right here. Make your plan. It's July. You have from here to the end of the year, go do these things. Perfectionism is the enemy of progress. So do half the year. You don't have the whole year. What do you do? Do half of it. All right. If you do not, like some people will say, I just don't have that big of a database. I don't have that many people that I know. Well, start knowing more people. Just start knowing more. Okay, so then I went to Linda McKissick and I said, Linda, what do you give out to your agent as ideas for them to give out to their clients? And here is her list. This is from January to June, the things that she in her business has sent out to her people. And then always incorporating phone calls once a quarter. So it's just 4 phone calls a year. And then after your phone call, send out a handwritten note. So good to talk with you today. I really hope the braces work well for Billy Bob and your dog does well in the training. Okay. I did it on 2 slides, so you can just copy it. July is right now. You still have August, September, October, November, and December. Look at how much value you can still give to your database. We still have 6 months left, everybody. Make it work for you and for your people. So again, what's your plan? Now I have these things to give to Hannah that we can send out. I've got a 36 touch schedule color coded on a calendar, if you'd like it. I have this list of 33 ideas, the 33 touch ideas. I also have a complete list of emails within your 33 touch that are specific to the shifting market, if you'd like to use these. So all of this will come out in your recap. I just implore you to think about what's your plan and then just do the plan. Questions, comments, concerns, ahas? Give me, has this landed? Does this make sense? I know we've all heard it before, and I just want to make sure we're doing it. Yes, Lisa.
I have said this before. I have an insurance agent, I have an accountant, I have a financial advisor, and I never hear from them. And I wish I did. So it's like, I think sometimes we get caught up in not wanting to like bother people or inundate people with information, but I look at people I do business with and spend a lot of money with. I don't hardly get anything. And I wish I did. So just remember that when you're doing these things and you're sharing value, is that people want to hear from you. People want, like, it doesn't even matter if they read the email, like they're getting something from you and it shows that you care. So, in the competition, there's no competition right now. I think we think there's a lot of realtors, but I don't think that there's a lot of realtors that are actively communicating with their database. I just talked to a really big producer yesterday, long time with another brokerage, and it's just crazy. It's a mess. And no, she's not running the 36 touch. it's all social media, which is working, but it's not relational.
Yeah.
So it's a much different type of business than it is when it's referred to you or it's a past client or it's your past client's kids. It's so much easier and it's more fun and more joyful.
Yeah. Yeah. Social media is a fantastic tool if you couple it with something that's going to solidify relationship.
Yes.
Yeah. So good. All right, Jay, come up and share what you're going to talk about on Thursday and how can we use Command to make this easy? Okay, not easy, simple.
Simple, I was about to say. So, let's just touch on the 36 touch. How many of you know that you're most likely a part of a 36 touch plan right now? And you don't even know. So, show of hands, how many people have an email address? If your hand is not up, I'll be concerned. Okay, how many of us still get promotional emails? Okay, why haven't you unsubscribed yet?
Because I just wonder if maybe
Just maybe.
at one time. Maybe I might want it later.
Exactly.
But I don't want it now.
Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day I'm gonna come back to this promotional email. That's these big 500 Fortune 500 companies implementing the 36 touch plan. So as a business owner, why would you not do the same thing? You know? So implementing this 36 touch plan is really just to stay top of mind for possible clients because we do care about them. We do want them to know that we love them and we like to stay in touch. But when they're ready to buy or sell a home, we want them to think about us.
Yeah.
So today, I'm going to show you guys a quick way in Command to do a free 12 touches per year. And it's really just implementing the campaigns applet. So I know Kim's here. Kim and I did this a couple of times, and I think she is
She's a genius at it?
I think she's a guru now. So
I popped my head into his office and I said, I sent my newsletter out without you this month.
she's a guru. But I think newsletters, market updates, anything that we can send via email to provide value is a great thing. And Command makes that super easy. So I'm borrowing Jen's Command today because she has, I want to say, quadruple the contacts I have. But the way we would do this is we would start off by going into designs, okay? And by going into designs, we can create a newsletter, campaign, whatever you need. If you're like me, you don't have that kind of like creative expertise, I highly recommend just getting in with Hannah. She's really good at this stuff and way better than me. But we're going to create an email campaign, okay? Once we get to this page, all we're going to do is create a new template. And this is where it's super simple, folks. This is where it's super simple. All we're going to do is head down to images and click and drag this image box. Once we click and drag this image box, we can click add images. And this allows us to go into our PC and get our newsletter that we created. So for example, I'm going to use the one that Hannah made for the team last week. And let's just assume that my newsletter is 2 pages, okay? Once we do that, we're going to select them. And we're going to hit save. So now you can see each page of our newsletter coming up. We're going to repeat the process for the second page. Click and drag. And we're going to see the image we just uploaded. We're going to hit save. We're going to name it. So let's just name this one July newsletter. And we're going to hit save and close. So now in designs, we're going to see that newsletter that we just created. All we got to do now is send it out. So we're going to go to campaigns, create campaign, and create an email campaign. Command is going to ask you, what's the purpose of this email campaign? For us, it's just to build brand awareness. We're gonna name it July newsletter. And then we're gonna scroll down and create it. So this is the home stretch. You're just finalizing everything that you just did. At the top, you're gonna see the name. You're gonna see exactly which account it's gonna be coming from. It's gonna be defaulted to yours. Next, you're gonna see a recipient list. This is basically who you're gonna send this newsletter out to. If you don't have one, you can create one right here. For now, we're just gonna send it to all of Jen's recruits. Next, next you have a subject line. I'm not gonna
Maggie's
say-
sweating. I'm sweating a little bit.
Next, you're gonna have a subject line.
Sit out. It's totally fine. I'm gonna just pass out.
Lastly, we click select design, and all we do is select that design that we just made. We save and close, save design, and then boom, we're done. We can hit send. I'm not going to. Or we can schedule it for a later date. So let's say you like all of your letters to go out on the 1st. We can come in a couple of days before and make sure everything's ready to go. I do think this is, like I said, a pretty easy way to stay in touch with your database. The best thing about this is if we go into reports and then click emails, we can see exactly how our newsletter performed. We can see how many of them were delivered, how many of them were undelivered, opened, clicked, replied, the whole 9 yards. And a lot of people get intimidated by this because they see people unsubscribing and they say, what am I doing wrong? I think that's a good thing. If someone unsubscribes to your newsletter, per se, we're gonna call them. We're gonna say, hey, why'd you unsubscribe? Was it too spammy? Do you not like me anymore? What's going on? And that's a good way to know, well, what can be better in your newsletter and staying in touch with that client. Because if they unsubscribe, we can't email them anymore, but we can text them and we can call them. So I think the reports tab is a really good way to keep track of exactly how your business is performing and know exactly who to market your stuff to. So that's what I got for you guys today. I think I'll just, all right, I got a class on Thursday as well. Thanks for that. If you would like to see how to implement this and a ton of other things, so for example, targeted postcards, using smart plans to stay in touch with your database, social media, anything revolving around a 36 touch plan, come to class, we'll have a good time and we'll talk about what we can do to make this as easy as possible.
Awesome.
Sound good?
What time is class again?
11 o'clock.
11 a.m.
o'clock.
on Thursday.
Uh-huh.
There we go.
When I taught my class on social media, I told people, if you're feeling non-creative, go on Etsy. You can buy a 12-month plan. That's what I've used. That's what a lot of people have used. And then you just change it up on the Etsy newsletter. There are actually newsletters for realtors in there. Very inexpensive to buy. So I sent mine out right after the holiday, Monday. But now I found something else that I'm going to resend out, and I will send it to Hannah. So if you guys want it, I'm going to put Hannah on the cross, but to get it from her, because I don't want to send it out to everybody. But I found this, and I think it's imperative that we get it out. And what it is, it's a news article, and I want to say it's somewhere in the South that they have 15 cases of people taking out fraudulent deeds on people's houses. And it was a great article. And then the value you're giving them is most of the counties in Minnesota now, you can sign up for a free watch system. So if anybody were to take out a mortgage against your property, they will contact you and tell you that this person is attempting to take out a deed or a mortgage against your property. So it's an email I'm putting together. I'll send it to Hannah, and then if you guys want it, you can just reach out to Hannah. But it's a great give, and it's a great informational piece to get out to your clients.
Also, if you're looking for content, Keeping Current Matters, they have a blog every single day, and it's always really good. And you can just take a lot of what they have, recreate it through ChatGPT, and like post their stuff because it's all relevant, no matter if it's a renter or a buyer, wherever they live. And it's free, easy content.
Awesome.
And I also have a list of stuff, but I'm gonna gatekeep it. You gotta come to that.
You can't know it,
Yeah.
show it.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
Thank you all for your time. I appreciate you all coming in so very much. Please, 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 for the love of God and all things holy, implement this into your business. You still have 6 months left. Let's make it the best 6 months of your career. Have a great day, guys.